All right, we're finally leaving Cleef. We're almost the last people out, but we're getting ready. We're gonna head to the southern terminus and tag it. We'll come back here, pick up some water we've left, and then head out. Woo. Oh my gosh.
Hey, we're heading up to the terminus. Day number 1, where we are super excited. Not happy to carry the heavy backpacks, but we're excited. Super excited. There's the big wall, and then when we get to the top of the hill, the terminus will be there.
Walking up to the wall, we just touched the terminus, the southern terminus of the PCT. Walking up to the wall to actually be able to kind of touch Mexico, to say we've hiked from Mexico to Canada is the goal. So here we go. All right, Jim, touch Mexico. Huh? Touch Mexico.
Oh, I can't get my foot through.
No.
It's a lot hotter in Mexico.
Oh, my video skills are fantastic. All right, here. All right.
Touching Mexico.
Yep, I can barely get in.
Oh, what fun. Heading out from the terminus. I guess we're heading to mile number 1 on the big 2,600 mile hike that we're doing. So we'll keep you tuned in. Thanks. Heading out on our journey.
Mile! Woohoo!
Big milestone.
Big milestone.
So far, those are the prettiest ones I've seen so far. No, we're just moseying along, enjoying the desert.
Yep, mosey along.
Nothing else we're doing. We're not
enjoying.
going too far compared to everybody else.
Looking at the beautiful plant life.
You don't get to see these plants very often.
No, we don't. But we are moving along.
Yep.
First water cache. I don't know, we're maybe a little over 2 miles in or so. Pretty cool though. Very creative. Old phone booth.
Well, this does not look like the desert, but we are making our way almost to mile 3. I guess you can drink from this water if you had to, but luckily we cameled up at camp.
Poppies? We are just loving the desert section so far. Of course, we've just barely started. We're at like 2.8 miles. Mitch said there's some poppies down here. Yep. They look nice. But yeah, we just didn't really expect all these rocks like this. We're getting close to the 3-mile marker at the train tracks. Of course, very excited for that second iconic milestone. We'll be there soon.
Well, we hit the iconic 3-mile mark, and we are going to be heading on that trail right there to Canada. Well, there's the border wall that goes along from Mexico to, I believe, somewhere in Texas. Just follows the ridge line. We are at our one and only water source.
Yeah,
in the
till
desert
like
so far.
Thank God this is here, otherwise we'd be carrying a lot of water.
Yep.
Take a little pack down. Eat a snack.
Yeah, somebody got hot on the way on this climb, but it's actually pretty hot today.
Pretty hot.
And we are actually carrying a lot of water, so everything's heavier, and we are working hard on this first day. But we're making it.
Yes, we are. Just taking a little break. It's a great picture.
This is what you call a non-ultralight backpack. Got way too much food and water, but we're kind of learning how much we need to carry every day. So.
Well, I think we need the water. It's just that you're carrying my water, my little 2-liter water, so which I appreciate. Thank you, my love. I'm feeling better after my big break. Still pretty tuckered.
Yep.
Got about 3 to 4/10 of a mile to our camp. So
Big valley down there.
there's Mitchell. He's up above the trail with his tent. You can just barely see his orange tent. And then the trail is kind of right along there. Can't really see it, but it is there. We're below the trail for our campsite. Jim's packing some stuff up, getting ready to go to bed. We just had a great chili mac meal, Mountain House, and some cookies that Allie gave us. They were delicious, so we enjoyed those. Got our tent right here. Got this beautiful view down into this valley. It's really, really nice. It was really hard to get here. I was pretty tired. The heat kind of got to me, and as I was heading up the hills or the mountain, I just couldn't get my heart rate down. It was about 150, and I just I'd stop for a few minutes, catch my breath, and start up, and it just, boom, right back up to 150. So I thought, okay, I need a full-on break. So that's what you saw. Jim took a picture of me laying flat on my back. And, yeah, there I am, sorry. Yeah, laying flat on my back with my legs up, and I felt so much better after that. I think we were there about 13 minutes is all, so it wasn't a real long time, but long enough time to feel a lot better and be able to finish the hike. We had, I think, about a mile and a half at that point to get to camp, and we were able to do it pretty well. So, lesson to ourselves, take more breaks where you take the backpack off and stick the feet up, take the shoes off, the socks off, and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's kind of the plan. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. We've got, excuse me, a bigger day. Today was 7.7 miles from Campo. So much fun to hike up to the border wall. And I mean, how long have we been thinking about doing this? Especially me. Probably about 10-ish years I've been noodling with the idea of hiking the PCT, and kind of more strongly about it about 6 years ago. And Jim got on board about 4 years ago with it. So, and then Mitchell was kind of in between some things in life and decided to join us as well. And so we're so excited to have him with us too. But yeah, it was just pretty exciting to walk up to the border. And they changed the rules. They made the rule change to that you couldn't go over to the actual wall and touch the border wall. But luckily about 2 weeks ago they made a change and said, okay, yeah, PCT hikers can walk up to the wall and touch it and take pictures and then move on. So we got to do that, so that was pretty exciting. Yeah, hiked in our first 7.7 miles. Again, it was hard, it was hot, got a little overheated even though we were drinking water like crazy. Tried to do a good job of eating snacks and making a good choice on that. Yeah, and we did. So getting ready for bed. Excuse me, my nose tickles. There's like I have a hair that's tickling my face. But yeah, we're gonna get ready to go to bed, and tomorrow, bigger day, about 14-ish miles, 13, 14 miles, getting into Lake Marina, something like that. Our goal is to have a little treat there, maybe a milkshake, or Mitch might do a full-on meal, and we might stay at the campground that's there. So, okay, well, one last beautiful view. Our tent there. Jim getting it ready. And yeah. Good night.